Well. Who the hell are you? Just did a video for Dave 25 come out tomorrow to the other people on their channel. He belongs in a group home, and I talked about today's anniversary. 16 years ago today, our next door neighbor turned 16. She turned 1. My brother died 12, and she was arguing. I love to argue with her because she was a staunch Republican that pissed him off about Bill Clinton, but they doubled their business because of my brother. Oh, Bill Clinton, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Lewinsky. I always walk. Another job I had. I left later, and she was pissing more about when I'd walk around the corner and have my muffs on. And I said, whatever. We argued back and forth in front of her mom and dad and the 1-year-old child who turned 1. Because they had this was their second marriage, and they had their own little baby together. They moved last year up north, and she turned 1. And we had cake on this day, and I came on my Facebook, and that it was her birthday, and that we argued. And this was a day to remember forever. I kind of remember. I told her about it. I was appalled with you. And I said, well, you don't have to argue. Well, you couldn't have done that in front of a young girl's first birthday. I said, she'll remember it. I will. We used to argue all the time. I'd go to her house, and she'd pick the fight, and I'd say, she threw the first punch. I mean, I didn't hate her, but, my brother, I told him not to marry her. She's a biatch, but he died 12. She had to come over to my house and tell me he was dead, which I knew he was. But she had to come over and tell me he had died. I'm like, I figured he died. But my other sister, who died 888, I loved to argue with her once in a while too, before she turned on my dad and when he died. And it's like, I argued with her about it because she was bipolar, and so was she. So they're both bipolar, and I used to argue with them both all the time about stuff. And I love people that use talking points. Kind of like here with my baby girl. Yes, you baby girl, squirrel bait. Anyways, I can argue with people and speak as I please without, I don't dox people, because of the military men of the armed forces of all the branches. We appreciate 1 and 2. When we stormed the beaches, damn right we did. So we did. We stormed the beaches. Snap! The next across me freed the Jews. Hitler soon capitulated, killed himself, and Japan did. The second day on the mighty Mo of September 1945. Yeah, we did snap those necks, those crowds. Made it free those Jews who were deported to America. We turned them back to be slaughtered. Remember the rat lines? Remember that? The Republican, the Catholics and their behavior going on, hiding people away. And Crowley should be executed. She should be executed or deported of their behaviors. But, forgotten Vietnam, 58,000 was the draft dodge up on the hill. Convicted felon, adjudicated rapist. 58,000 plus lost their life because no one else went instead of him. Bill Clinton was too as well. All the wars we've had because of oil and whatever. We have murderers are in town. The one that butchered that guy up in the hunch. Quiet, piggy. Embarrassing. Most corrupt president you guys will ever witness that has it out in the open. Who are these people who have balls the size of men wearing blue? That was working class. It's the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchants and Coast Guard. Out of uniform. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to people that are serving domestic and abroad. Putting a plate out for these men and women, and anybody missing their families that are gone. I think my mother, I have a rose always in the middle of the plate for her. I have one of my trucks when I eat somewhere. I put it out in her honor. We did. I think of her every day, Mom and Dad, I bowed to the Lord Jesus Christ and my mother and my father and Sue Ellen. But your choices in life, make good choices and you'll be good places. But they always told me that, you run within life, you want to run with good people, well, it is what it is. It's good to have good people. When you have bad choices, whether you're bad people, don't call me from jail. If you don't like 2 men having consensual sex, I get it. You can't watch 2 women. Can't do it. That isn't a very Christian thing to be doing. And would you shower in the shower at Penn State? Don't shower in the shower. There's some Catholic churches that are crime scenes. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go in there because it's a crime scene. Yeah, just put a condom on. That's all we're asking. put one on. Prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, and herpes. Women, you carry the groceries. You carry the groceries. Well, take a shower in the shower at Penn State. It's a crime scene. Well, Catholic churches. We tore down, what's his name's place? Dahmer. Why would you go to a Catholic church? The Boy Scouts, you see something, say something. Not that tough. I don't know why they got away with not helping out children with that stop, but I don't get it. Crowley should be deported or executed. Not that tough. And don't drink and drive. Call some emergency. Pick up the phone. That's all we're asking. Pick up the phone. Too much to drink. Thank you so much. Those behalf of all the board members of Speculation Sport, we speculate, damn it, you win. All the board members, including Squirrel Baby Girl, told her I want another AI. She had to make an appointment. She's working. I mean, it's very sexy that she's working. I think it's great. I have a crush on a woman. She better be a working girl. I mean, a good working class girl. No, don't tell me it's not working. Hang on a second. Hang on. I don't know why. Hang on a second. Gotta call me back. God damn it. I don't know why. I just spent $375 on this pig to get it fixed. And all of a sudden it's not working. What the hell's going on with you? I don't know why. Why it's doing that. I just got it. I just spent $375 on that bastard to get it fixed, and now all of a sudden it's not doing it. I just got it fixed. I don't know why all of a sudden now it's not working. It's not coming through. This pisses me off because I just got it fixed at $375 and he claimed it was fixed. I don't get it, man. I just got it. I just plugged it in, and it gave me that it was going to be working. This really pisses me off. Anyways, we'll see what happens here. Oh my goodness, it really irritates me. I mean, I talked to Mark on the way home on it. I don't know why it's doing this. Don't know why. See? It really pisses me off. Damn it. Nope. I don't know why. I don't know why. This really bums me out. It just got fixed. And they claim it was working. Damn it. Damn it. It really bums me out that it's not working. It was supposed to be U.S. port of the moisture of a foreign object. Please check your UPH. Well, guess what? Forget it. Damn it. It says a moisture thing again, so it didn't work. I don't get it. This really bums me out. Nope. It's still saying it's a moisture thing. Man, I don't know what's going on. It bums me out. I allegedly got it done. Damn it. Oh man, that just bums me out to no end. why I was wondering when he did it to make sure that it was supposed to be working and that the moisture is in there again. So I'm gonna have to go back to him and say, hey man, I still doesn't want to work the phone here, man. You fixed it. You claimed you took it apart and fixed it. So I don't know what's going on there, but disappointing to me at least when we spent $375 on this to get it fixed, and it still has moisture in there. I don't get it, man. Did all the work on it, and it doesn't want to work. Disappointing. Nope. Now I'm trying to get this thing fixed. I have no idea what's going on here. It just won't work. Don't get it at all. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get it to work here and it won't work. It bums me out to no end. Don't know, Dave. I'm just trying to. I can't hear you and I don't know what's going on. Can't take a phone call. I can't answer call. I'm trying to. Let me see. I don't know. I can't get you on. So whoever this is, it just does not want to work. So I can't get you on. So I don't know what's going on. I spent $300 and some on this pig, and it's not working. So I don't know what's going on. So I apologize. You can always try back in about 5-10 minutes. I have no idea. It disappoints me. I got it all fixed, allegedly. I don't know. It's too bad. I did all the work on it, and then, it is what it is. Damn it. I don't know. I'm just disappointed in this phone after I paid all that $375 to get this thing done, and I can't. It won't take a phone call. Well, I can't hear it through the mixer, so I don't. It's the same thing coming up on it again. There's moisture in there. It's like there's no moisture in there. That's why I asked the guy, did you replace this thing? So I don't get it, man. I'm disappointed. I'm fear-mongering. It worked yesterday when I had it on yesterday. And I plugged it in, and I could hear it kick in. I don't know. What are you going to do, right? Oh, well. Oh, well. Is this the phone guy? If it's the phone guy I just talked to, is this the phone guy over at Eden Prairie Center?
Yes.
The money I spent on the phone yesterday, I still can't take a phone call on here on my podcast. Still is the same problem.
Yesterday, what phone you fixed there?
Remember the thing we talked about yesterday, right? Remember that? And I brought it in, and you $375. It's the same thing. I can't take a phone call, and it has it says there's moisture in there again. It's the same thing.
Moisturize?
It just says the same thing that you did yesterday. The $375 that we paid you yesterday, still doing the same exact thing.
Now is also now I make everything is clear. When you go at home, you must try fast in the shop. The phone is okay.
Well, I'm going to come bring it back because, You didn't fix the USBS. You didn't fix it. It was supposed to be fixed, and $375. I'll bring it back by tonight. So I just find it disappointing. I'll see you later tonight. God damn it. Oh well. Damn it. Oh well. Now it's gonna work. Nope. Yeah, no. Forget it. Okay, now it's working. Okay, now it's working. Okay, so if you call me back, it's just no excuse that it's inconsistent on what it's doing. So maybe you can call me back and we'll see what happens, which is a bunch of BS. But anyways, I'm going to go back to that guy and say, hey, listen, I can't take a phone call. It goes back and forth, and it's like we spent all the money on this thing, $375 on this phone. So we'll see if I get a phone call from somebody. We'll see what happens. But disappointing that it's still doing the exact same thing. I mean, he took the whole front off, and it was supposed to be UBS was supposed to be done on that, and it's like, I don't know. Oh, it's frustrating, to say the least, to go there and spend that money on the phone, and then all I do is get the shaft, and it was supposed to be fixed. And when you plug it in, then it says moisture in there, and a foreign thing, so it's the same damn thing, and it's nothing to do with my plug-in. I've tried before. It's the phone, and you spend $375 on a phone like that, and it's like you get the shaft. So what are you going to do, right? We'll see. I mean, I plugged it in before I went live on the show, and I'm like, okay, it should be able to kick in, and then all of a sudden he called. It didn't ring, because usually you can hear it ring when he calls. We'll see if he calls back, but I doubt it, so whatever it may be. So it kind of bums me out that you got to have that phone. It worked yesterday in my NFL podcast, but it's too inconsistent. So I don't have any moisture in any of my plugins. It's the plugin that's inconsistent in my phone. That's the problem. So whatever. We'll go back over there, and he can barely speak English, but I'm going to say, listen, man. I mean, it's not cheap getting these phones. It's like $1,000 for these phones. It's just a bunch of BS, because then you have to go back and redo your phone, all your stuff that goes on the phone. It shouldn't be that tough, to get that stuff done. If he's going to do it, but then you do it and it doesn't get done correctly, that's a lot of money to spend on a phone. You bring it back and the thing is still doing the same, because it was fine when I had to unplug it and do it when I talked to Mark on the way home, and then now all of a sudden it can't come through. So whatever. It's always fun to have this kind of behavior going on the phone. So whoever called, we'll see if they call back. But anyways, so it's frustrating when you pay for something, especially phones, and you want to use a headset or something. You want to I'm going to do a podcast on my phone. It's like, dude, Patroni, but I just said moisture again. It's like, no, there's no. I'm not. It's defective. The plug-in is, but anyways, we shall see what goes on here, and So I mean, what's going on in the Sarasota Tips of BlindViews? He pumped out 3 videos, and he was pissing on about Cortez, and he was pissing on about BlindViews. He was whining about the bus, and I told that to Mark. I also told that to what's his name, Carl. I said that wire behind his head is got to be pushed up. But I talked to Mark. I don't think he'll do it. He's just too stupid. But he was pissing on about Cortez, and whine about this and whine about that, and with the BlindViews, and also him and the girlfriend, and she's over on what the hell is that place over there on Rumble, which I put myself there, not a big deal. I don't get very little at all. But she's not going to get any money at all from him. The only way she's going to make money is going to be from Me OnlyFans. It's the only way she's going to make any money is Me OnlyFans. It's the only way she's going to make any money. So, but he also did the meet and greets, and that one chick I saw it, and she acted like she was like with a rock star. So it was kind of funny to see her. And he was, with the meet. I guess I've never done a meet and greet with any YouTubers, and I don't think I'd be very excited to see. There's a few I do like, but with the female ones, and he's all excited about that, and he was all, so happy to see him, and everything else. It's like, okay, So tonight is this comes out tonight. It's just like a complicated, stupid podcast. Will come out tonight. He's going to do his little. They'll be all in the room in there, and the brown shirts will be live tonight on YouTube. Talk about whatever else. So they'll. And also, I love how he claims it's all about Timmy. He says it over and over and over again. He doesn't talk about Timmy. He doesn't watch Timmy. He hall passes it over on Morning and whoever else. Probably listens to Carl. Whoever else he listens to. And Dinger and everything else. So he does it all the time. It's like if you have to repeat yourself, and I don't do that. That means you're doing it. It means you're watching him. Okay? And, it's not about a motorcycle, whatever else. It's a motorcycle he's talking about. So he's talking about that. So it was just kind of funny how he pissed and moaned about that stuff and about Cortez. And there's crime that goes on there. People are fear mongering on this. I've seen other videos besides him about Cortez. Once you watch one, you get them all about Cortez and all the people that go out there. I know Huss is going to be there in January. What's her name is there? Her friend Wandering Gypsy is there. Go watch her video. There's a guy that she promoted, a guy and his dog are in a bus, and she promoted him. That was kind of cool. I didn't see his channel. It's him and the dog. It's called Him and the Dog. So it's kind of she showed the bus. It looked really kind of nice. He bought it in Oklahoma. So that was an interesting video. How he had it. He had propane driven for the refrigerator and stuff, and it was kind of nice. So. It was kind of cool. That was kind of, here we go.
Call from
KCGrits.
All right. How you doing?
How the hell are you?
This phone, I spent $375 on this phone. You worked last night, but now all of a sudden it's doing the same. The SUB has got... I called the guy while you were out on my speakerphone, and he could barely speak English. I'm like, I spent $375 on this phone yesterday to make sure this was fixed. It's not fixed.
Well, you should get an iPhone 17 for free like Sarasota Tim.
Yeah. So I just don't. I'm not in the mood to get a new phone. It sits there and he took it apart, allegedly fixed it. When I plug the thing in, if I want to listen to my headset, I want to talk to somebody. It's just the same thing. I thought he said he fixed it. There it is. And
weird.
I don't have any moisture. I don't. My phone is up in my top pocket. It's just. It pisses me off to go in there and spend $375 to fix it, and it's not fixed.
It's got Burger King residue in it.
Yeah, no crap. So, what brings you to the podcast? Do you see the Memorial Day for? I did.
I did. R.I.P. Barium exposure. Now we're stuck with Alfie. Oof.
Yeah, I know. I thought, what the hell?
Did you see the hot dog chef put out a new video?
No, I didn't.
About pudding.
Oh, did he put pudding out, huh?
More pudding. So he's the hot dog and pudding chef.
Oh,
now.
Really? So he made pudding, huh?
Yeah, he made more pudding. I haven't gone back and listened to the whole call with him. I listened to like half of it. I sort of don't like want to pick on Beef Stew, but I think like he started it, I mean, he didn't start it with me. I'm just a jackass that watches all these videos, but like he poked the bear and he didn't like it,
Right.
So he posts this pudding video, and like immediately people are being like trolled in the comments.
What are they saying?
Like,
what are they saying?
Oh, just somebody put like the puke emoji. But like, you know, like I sort of feel bad in a way because he allegedly like wants to stop wanted to disassociate from the Sarasota Tim troll stuff, but like he came out and started swinging, and then he didn't like it. So
correct. No, I appreciate him having him on. It was fun to have the guy, but I disagree with him. Anybody can learn how to be a chef. I mean, you can learn. Sure. You can learn to be a chef. I know he doesn't want to think that, but I could go work at a hotel tomorrow. I could go work for the Navy and learn the basic stuff of cooking in the Navy, and a big part of how to work, and then what food is, and then you go be a chef. It's just like learning to be a welder. I learned from my dad. You learn. So that's how he learned to be a chef, because he learned how to cook.
Well,
so it's like
other than like a professional athlete, you can learn how to do any profession.
Correct. I knew some body men that my dad knew way back in the 80s. Both the son and the father were the best body men I knew. They never went to school to be body men. They both learned, and they were the best. Right. They were very good at what they did. They did great body work. So I mean, I get it. He had a habit of interrupting me too much. So,
well, when you first call in, you're all excited and nervous.
Right.
It happens.
Correct.
But it was interesting that he called. I mean, like, why not, right?
Right.
If you have something to say,
right.
Just say it.
No, I'm glad he called the show. I would just love to get Squirrel Bait. She's been trolling the videos lately, the audios. She's been really trolling.
I know.
She's been trolling right along.
BlindViews, he can't like that.
Oh no, Mark thinks he's going to talk about us with this whatever. I don't think he'll talk about it. He may allude to us, but he's too chicken. He's probably not very happy that she's talking to the enemy. She's talking
on the Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, well, she's talking on our videos, and that that she did the video of me, Mark, and Carl. So she's probably mad as hell.
I tried to comment on the Thirsty Thursday last week just to see if I was blocked or not, and I'm blocked. So
of course, yeah.
He's got me. Dinger's got me.
Oh, Dinger's got you blocked too as well?
Yeah, because I kept talking about his buy me a coffee link. I kept asking people. I kept saying, "Please, everyone, chip in. Please help Dinger. He needs us to help him buy something.
Yeah, he
doesn't have a buy me a coffee for no reason."
I'm just sick and tired of seeing that on everyone all the time. Everyone's buy me a coffee. I have an Amazon link. It's just e-begging at the best. I'm sorry. When I see that kind of behavior, the Huss is, she has a bunch of things on her, and she taught that to Wandering Gypsy. She told her, well, you were a bartender. That's nothing to do with YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But it's always...
His girlfriend, Miss Nikki, had a members-only video. Did you see that?
No, I don't remember. I'm not going to pay for her behavior.
No, it showed up on her channel as members-only, and then it went public. So it was like private for members-only for like a couple days or something. And then the video went private, and it's just like 25 minutes long.
Oh, boy.
I couldn't finish it. Like, usually, I can watch her videos in the car, and they're fine. Mm-hmm. But this, like, 25, I don't know what it was. That 25 minutes felt like 10 New York Dan videos all crammed into one.
Yeah, he's on, you know what New York Dan is? He's on the wagon train of BlindViews talking about...
he's doing what Mark and Carl are doing.
Yeah.
He's also... Beef Stew, he mentioned this. Like, at first he thought that New York Dan was, like, mental or whatever. But now I realized it, too. New York Dan is like, the most subtle trolling. Mm-hmm. Because if you watch enough of his videos at 2 times speed, he says stuff like, yep, we got a bunch of exciting stuff coming up this week.
Yeah.
He never does anything except record himself for 8 minutes while he's driving home or whatever.
Yep. Yeah,
he said, I wish I could remember what he said. He said something in a video a couple days ago that made me laugh so hard.
Well,
I'm kind of pro New York Dan right now.
But he'll have all these notes. He shows the notes, right? And he talks over the notes. He looks at him as he's talking, and he's talking about. I saw because he listens to BlindViews, the king of the haters. So he was talking about Nomadic Fanatic. So he's listening to what BlindViews says, and he's just commenting on what BlindViews says. He's just about Nomadic Fanatic because what his leader is doing. So he comments on whatever he's saying. You know what I'm saying?
I searched for BlindViews today because I don't know why, but he doesn't show up on my feed. I don't know if it's because he blocked me or what, but I'm not like subscribed to his channel, but he was showing up on my feed. But I watched one of his videos today where he was talking about are Tater and Diana still together. But anyway, he keeps calling it the Gaudy bus.
Yeah, the Gaudy bus.
Which I've said this before, that's funny to me coming from someone that has their house stylized like Dracula's castle, you know?
Correct. I know. It's
that's also gaudy. Objectively, even if you think it's cool to have your house decorated like Dracula's castle, that is gaudy.
Yeah, well...
anything that is extra is gaudy. So, does he live in the gaudy house? I mean, what...
I totally agree. Go watch Chris the girl. She's all about Halloween. Her whole house is full. She has a Halloween Christmas tree full of Halloween. The woman buys stuff year round for Halloween. Her whole house is full of Halloween behaviors. You know what I'm saying? So it's nonstop skullduggery. You know what I'm saying? But he is jealous of Tater because he actually said in the video one day that he was actually in his he saw him when he met him a couple years ago, went into his rig and petted the kitties, and then when it came down to liking a comment, and then he was mad at each other. He is so jealous of the nomads. He would, if he could be a nomad tomorrow, he would do it. He's just so jealous of him.
Well, anybody can be homeless at any time, so he could do it.
Yeah, I mean, he's not blind. If he had to take his wife to the hospital tomorrow, he'd be able to do it. He'd get in the car and do it. So I don't want to hear this, the way I see it.
Most of what those nomads do, it's not glamorous.
No, it's not at all.
You see an hour of their day. I mean, so some of them make money, like Tater. Tater obviously makes enough money.
Well, he gets a lot of money from people. People give him money, big time.
But I mean, if you wanted to have the nomad lifestyle, you could do like Carl did, and you could buy a camper. And now Carl just parked it in a campsite, but that's what a lot of those people do most of the time anyway.
Right.
That's not special. You can buy a van and put insulation on it and go park in a parking lot at Walmart. There's not some big barrier to that lifestyle.
Correct.
So he's just jealous of the money.
Yeah.
He thinks I don't know. If I put as much time and stuff into building a studio and everything like he did, and the people that I watch, if I feel like I'm genuinely better than him, were you around yet when he made there was a day where BlindViews was doing he was in this point click and shoot tirade, and he made 18 videos like Sarasota Tim did.
Oh, he tried to make
He just kept posting 1 10-minute video every hour.
Yeah,
he posted all these videos.
Yeah,
he made this big tirade about it.
Yes.
And so he's mad because he can't do that and get 2,000 or 3,000 views on every video.
Right.
I guess I would be a little bit upset too, if I thought that I could offer something more entertaining than Sarasota Tim.
Well, Morning.
If I thought I could do it, I would do it.
Well, Morning gets all pissed off when Sarasota Tim does a what do you want to call it, a car wash. It makes me so mad that he gets over 2,000 views when he goes to the car wash. What's the big deal, girl? I mean, yeah, people, you're watching him. You're one of the 2,000 watching him. You're the one that makes him relevant. It's just.
Well, is she lying then or is she lying now? Because she says he buys views. So he's not getting 2,000 views.
Yeah, I know. It's just
He's buying views.
Yeah,
he could buy views.
Yeah, I know. It's like whatever, man. I mean, BlindViews has all these subs. He gets 2,000, and in the morning, driving in her car, pissing in the morning, and then she had one. She's sitting in her kitchen. Put a Bluetooth microphone on, girl. She's in the kitchen, and it's like put a Bluetooth thing in your ear so you don't hear the whole. I listened to 5 minutes of it, but all I heard was the kitchen. Put one on.
I think that's the one that was the members only video. Was that this week?
Yeah, it was. She was in the kitchen, and she was bitching about microphones. And she goes, I don't like microphones. Well, then you're going to have an open mic in your kitchen. You're going to have an echo, and I don't need to hear the echo.
Morning.
It's like the weather today is. It's like she is such a do-gooder when it comes to him. She wants to be the do-gooder of Sarasota Tim. It's really sad, a grown-ass woman, so worried what Timmy does, and about, T-Bucket, and the motorcycle's a big thing, and whatever. It's like, my God, I mean, I just, this whole community makes me laugh. It really does.
Yeah, you started to tell Beef Stew that. You started to say, that you started to tell him about me, talking about how the haters are the funniest.
Yeah, they are. They're the best.
I didn't catch that part.
He was the best part. I mean, when Stewie came on, because he was, what's her name? My girlfriend did the and people have used that video he's done about when he was driving by, where he was staying at, and he actually said in the video, I want to make him dinner and sit down with him. He wanted to sit with all of them. He said it in the video.
Yeah. Well, so he told you that was an honest run-in, that he just happened to be going to Walmart, and he saw him walking through there. Now, I'm inclined to believe that, because Sarasota Tim really does go to Walmart like every single day. Because that's like the lonely old man thing, where they have to find an excuse to get out of the house.
Yeah,
so
when you're lonely and you have your pet gerbil and a dog, and you're sitting in this,
It's a dog. I heard it when he asked you about that, too.
Yeah.
What's up with my sister's dog?
Yeah, your sister's dog is a pet gerbil, It's like, it's just sitting in there, and looking for Sarasota Tim, I'm sorry, man. I a loner kind of guy, and I get you doing DoorDash to get you a chef. I'm happy for you, but you found YouTube, you found Sarasota Tim, and then you want to make him dinner, and it's like, again, Wonder Hussey's talked about this on her show, that people will, when she does her live streams are actually pretty fun to listen to, because she talked about her life. People are walking up to Cassetta and knocking on her window while she's in her room. They walk up and knock on her door. People in her will walk up. Fans do it all the time. She goes, I appreciate it, but really, can you send me an email? But she'll be in her little casita, and people walk over and knock on her door. It's like, really? That's why she's very careful where she's camping, because people will track her down. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why Tater puts out his videos like a week after.
Yeah, because you're going to have, and that's, I think what's her name? My girlfriend. I think she said in a video, she said down below, she reported him last year. She's the one who called the cops on him when he was working.
Oh, right. About the work.
The Cortez.
The trash or whatever.
The white
construction debris.
Yeah, because she's the white hat. Because BlindViews is real good at saying, "Geez, this is wrong," but I wouldn't do anything about it. He puts out the idea for people, the white hats to go tattle on. So he's too balls to call himself. So he knows the white hats will make the phone call. So when he was bitching,
what's the word for that? He's saying that to incite other people to do it.
Yeah, it's just like with the hunch, Donald J. Go fight like hell. Same thing. Go fight like hell. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's what he's doing.
Stop the count.
That's what he's doing, the white hat thing. Oh boy, Cowpote is in the backyard growing marijuana. I wouldn't worry about it, but I mean, maybe
So it doesn't bother me, but somebody else might bother.
And it's illegal, but I wouldn't say. But guess what happened? If you have a bunch of people, I'm going to go report Cowpote. Oh my God, that's what she did, because he gave the idea that. So she called the cops, and she was proud of it. I'm not surprised, just because she's a white hat. She's in love with Robert Plant and the the ghost of Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley.
Yeah, she.
Did you see the video he posted? The fan meetup video?
Yeah, I saw that. The girl was hugging, like
I didn't watch it.
I saw part, but I was listening to it when I was. But she's hugging. She's all excited. Just come on, it's just a YouTuber. Come on, man. She's all excited. And she got to meet. She got to touch the food because she's seen the food talk. She's heard the food move. So now she gets to touch the food. You know what I'm saying? So she's all excited.
How many fans did he meet up with? That's what I was going to ask you.
One or two, I think he did. I don't know, a couple that he met up with, and he probably met Squirrel Bait, but that was in North Carolina. Probably he ain't gonna show that woman. There's no way. So
and Miss Vicky, because remember Miss Vicky went and met Dinger, but she wouldn't let him post a picture.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my God! I bet all three of them met up.
Yeah, probably.
I bet they had a meeting of the mind.
My favorite video will always be New York Daniel and Tater when they were New York Daniel and Dingling at the Denny's. And the look on Dinger's face when the camera kicked, like, I'm gonna poop my pants, and he's looking, New York Dan's looking at the camera, how he does, and I'm watching this going, just blink twice if you're okay. Just blink twice if you're okay, Dinger. Because they were in Jacksonville, and it's like all of a sudden the camera's on, and they're the two stalkers themselves, Because that was on.
I want New York Dan to call the show.
Oh God!
Call the show, New York Dan.
He would know how to. I don't think he can do the Obama phone. As long as he has my phone fixed, he can call the show.
No, it's one of those. What were those phones that they advertised for a long time for the senior citizens that had the really big numbers?
Oh yes. Those,
you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
on the TV commercial.
Yep. Remember those? Yep.
That's what his phone is.
Yep. But Squirrel Bait, she's my Squirrel Baby girl, but she's been commenting on the videos of my audios because she doesn't like Marky. She doesn't like Mark because...
No, you can tell she doesn't like him.
So whenever he made a comment down below, she would comment real quick on him. So she is, because he goes hard after... Because he used to be in the circle, and then when he...
Yes, Carl was never in the circle as deep as he was.
Right.
Yeah. Because they had some kind of like a big... I don't know if you know about this or not. You should ask Mark about it sometime. They have some kind of like a big group chat or group email or group text or something like that. And like, they all... I don't know who's in it now. But like, Mark was part of that. It's like this big like group... thing.
Okay.
Email or text or something. Because I've seen people reference that in the comments before.
Okay. I've never had a group text with anybody YouTubers, so I don't know what that's all about. I mean, I'm sorry, but whatever. I sure wouldn't have one with a bunch of people that the only thing that I had in common with was that I hated a guy. Yeah. Well,
you're just bored on Tuesday at work and you get on there like, man, F that guy.
Yeah. It just amazes me how people just they watch him and you make him relevant. It just blows me away. And then I heard today he talked about, because he was in Florida, he talked about Sarasota Tim. Oh, I don't watch him. But he said like 5 times during the video, I go over to Miss Vicky. No, you don't. You watch Sarasota Tim. You go to Carl and you listen to other people and you watch Carl and you watch Sarasota Tim. So if you have to say that 3 times, what does that tell you? You're watching Sarasota Tim,
He's mentioned Dinger a couple of times too, so
yeah, so
boy Dinger,
he's hall passing that.
The members.
You're still like remember it was 2 weeks off on Sarasota Tim. What did he do? He went over and listened to his girlfriend.
You talking about Carl, the
defense, when he
public defender for all of the hater channel?
When I said he couldn't do it for 2 weeks, he did it. But what did he do? He went and watched. His girlfriend. So he was still watching. He was just going over to her. He doesn't know how to go cold turkey on her. Did you get the voicemail I left you where I said that I was calling from the legal defense fund? Yes.
For the Tim haters looking for Carl, the Bohemian-Nomad. Carl, the Bohemian White Knight Nomad.
Yep. Yeah, he is the White Knight. That was a great video I did. That was a great video. He is a White Knight.
I think, like, Carl, if you were on the phone right now, I would say this to you. I just think Carl is doing this for the same reason that, like, Miss Vicky is. Like, they want to have friends. Like, the comment section is Carl's friend.
Yeah, well,
which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But Carl doesn't have to take the stance of defending everybody.
Right.
He immediately, as soon as JJ showed up on the scene, Carl's all over JJ. Now JJ's sending Carl clothes and stuff like that. And then Stu, he was defending Stu from you the first time you ever talked about Stu.
Right.
When he was talking about him being a chef, and he was saying, well, you're a cook, but Stu's a chef. And now, the other day in Carl's video, where he was saying that he was trying to think of a YouTube person that he didn't like, he said Stu's the only one he can think of that he doesn't like. So Carl went from defending this guy to now, for some reason, Carl, who defends everybody, he doesn't like Stu, so you got to be a bad dude, Stu.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, it is pretty funny with Carl. It is being the white hat, the white knight. You know, doesn't want, just like when I pronounced Baron Exposure dead. He went and talked to Dinger to make sure he didn't get pulled in, because he was being mistreated and he didn't want to see Dinger like New York Daniel did. You know what I'm saying? He protected Dingling. You know. Oh, there you go.
The funniest part about New York Dan doing it is New York Dan is still acting like like he's not sure if Miriam Exposure is really alive or not.
Right. Yeah, I know. It was epic, and he still has the update one up there. That's like 1.7. So, New York Dan, I just see the titles. I mean, the cruise thing really ruined his channel. No one cares about the cruises. No one cares.
That last cruise he went on. See, this is the thing. Like, this is what I mean. I think I'm realizing that, like, he's doing some of this stuff on purpose.
Right.
If that last cruise he went on, people were just hammering him in the comments about how crappy it looked,
oh, yeah,
and how cheap it looked, and stuff like that. And he replies to every one of those comments, and he's like, it's a great rate. I'm just showing how, like, I mean, he's playing along.
Well, he probably, again,
I think he knows that that's a crappy ghetto cruise.
Well, you know what? They gave him the cheapest room they could give him because he was gambling like Baron Exposure. So that's why he's in the casino. He's earning his next cruise. So that's what he earned the next cruise. They probably had enough points up and say, here, we need to fill this. Can you go on the cruise next in 2 weeks? Sure. So he probably booked it online. He did probably when he was on the ship. Hey, do I qualify for a cruise? And they probably look, oh, guess what? He'll gamble for it anyway. So they probably gave him the cheapest inside, room deep down below for probably they would cost $400, and they know he'll give the money back. So that's what that's all about.
Oh yeah, he's not buying tickets to these cruises. They're comping them.
Yeah, but you're working for it.
I guarantee it.
It's same thing with Baron Exposure. You went to Pat Benatar. Those are free tickets because you gambled away, and I get it, man. I've had comps before too as well. I got sick and tired of the emails and the stuff coming in the mail. I mean, it's like we go down to week 3 Black Friday. We play roulette down there. I don't bring a car with me. We get lucky, win money. We bring the money home. It's like I don't need that kind of behavior. But that's what. So he's going on. That's a ghetto cruise inside, and they're just the worst cruise line in the world. There's fights on there all the time. It's drinking, and it's like that big thing was like, if you go on, you watch cruise fights. There's a ton of them. I mean, brawls.
In one of the videos he posted, you could hear people arguing, like he was at breakfast or dinner or something. You could hear people yelling.
Oh yeah,
it's just funny.
Just a bunch of ghetto people. I'm sorry, but I take my wife to state fairs, not county fairs. You know what I'm saying? It's all there is to it. I mean, the only way to go on that would be you're paying for everything for me. You're paying tips, and I'm just bringing my body. Everything that I do is paid for by you. I'm not spending a penny on that cruise. I mean, it's the newer ones, I guess. But you go to these Mexican cruises that he went on in the Caribbean. It's just a bunch of people who have no respect. They don't know how to act in public. I've just seen enough fights. I saw one in an Australia cruise for a Carnival cruise. It was about a family of 20 brawling, and they have these short little waiters trying to break it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's just unbelievable, the fighting that goes on these ships, because it's the drink package. So you drink, and pretty soon there's fighting going on. So it's just nonstop. That he goes in the same ship again, but he booked it probably, and they said, sure, we got a room for you. what I'm saying? And they gave him a low deck one, probably down by the water, inside cabin, which is cheap. I wouldn't do it, And they could do whatever. He could want. He could walk around. He didn't have his girlfriend, his fake girlfriend walk around with him. He could stay up all night long and walk around and film. He didn't enjoy the cruise.
I bet they have a casino host. I bet there's somebody that functions as like a casino host for that cruise ship.
Oh yeah.
And I bet they called him because it's hurricane season.
Yep.
It's a room that nobody would ever pay any money for.
Correct.
And they're how can we get somebody on here that might make us more money in the casino than would cost us?
And he would. That's why, like I said, he was.
And I bet they reached out to him. Yeah.
Absolutely. And they know he's in the casino playing nickels and quarters and losing money, so he paid for the cruise. He gets himself. Did he go down to Florida? It went out of Florida. Didn't he drive down there again or something, or wherever he went to? So.
No, I think this one was out of the port in New York.
Okay.
I think he posted a video of him taking like a shuttle.
Okay.
I don't know how. I mean, I've never been to New York, and I've certainly never been to a cruise port in New York. But it looked like they parked somewhere, and then they were like busing these people to the boat.
Yeah,
I watched like 1 out of every 3 of his videos.
Yeah, he does these long 50-minute. I mean, I do audios. I mean, I had a problem with the phone again today, but it's like whatever. But the bottom line is, he does these long 50-minute videos. Yeah, New York Dan here. And he's looking at his notes and he's making long pauses, but he's just copying BlindViews. That's what he's doing. It's all he's doing, he's just, then my girlfriend out there, she's raging in my comment section over people. She's in there just pissing and moaning. She's classic. She's epic as hell. So she's nonstop.
When Carl, I think it was the day after you made your video about Carl, he made a video and he said that, I don't know if you watched it, but he said that you were right, like he was being a white hat or whatever. But then he said something about, if you don't understand the YouTube drama, Cowpote will make a World War II analogy that'll make it make sense for you.
Oh, yeah.
I laughed so hard.
Yes, I heard him say that. Yes. Well, it's true, man. I mean, because I'm trying to make.
I know it's true.
I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make the analogy. World War II. It's like she's pulling up the tank. She's protecting the. She's Rommel pulling up the tanks. When she did that video on us 3, she pulled the tanks up without his permission. I guarantee that pissed him off. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee it.
You got to be Valkyrie.
Yeah, Valkyrie. Good movie, Valkyrie. It's a great movie. You want to be Valkyrie? I'll make the analogy. I understand drama, but the woman's very creative. But she'll be in the chat room tonight with BlindViews. She'll be there tonight. Trust me. She'll be in the. She gave him money. Same thing with Morning has gave him money. So people were giving him money tonight, which happens all the time. That's what they do. He's a grifter. When you have the ability to get money. I've live streamed before. I don't. They keep wanting me to turn mine on. I'm like, no, I'm not turning on any money thing for anybody because YouTube makes money on that. And if you want to send BlindViews money, just send an email and say, hey, what's your address? I want to send you $500 in cash. That's what you should do. Don't go through PayPal. Don't go through YouTube because they take them. So if I want to give him $100 today, it's gonna. I think at the end of the day, he only gets like about maybe 60 of it, and after tax, he gets 40. Put in the envelopes and send it to him if you really need to give this guy money. So
I'll have to make a new account before Thirsty Thursday tonight so I can comment.
Oh yeah, they'll be there. You want? They'll be. I don't think he won't. Like he did a video when he was on his fish out of water when he was down in Florida. He goes, I want to comment on what your comments in the video, and it's like no one. He was making it about me, Carl, and Mark that we were making on him. You know what I'm saying? It was not about anybody in the chat room. It was about me and Mark and Carl bitching about when he's in Florida because he was a fish out of water in Florida. Fish out of water.
Oh yeah, that was because Carl didn't like seeing him without a shirt on.
Yeah, and he got the prison tattoos on him. But it's like he's just. I love pushing back on him because these BlindViews just. it's just the whining and crying, and the Florida thing with his lovely wife, and and now he's back in the ghetto, and then the people, Nomadic Fanatic going on the road, and people are bitching about that. It's like I get Nomadic Fanatic. I just, the guy comes, the girlfriend thing with him. She's not going to make any money on Rumble. She needs money from him or Me OnlyFans. She's making no money on Rumble. She's just, whatever money she's gotten from the house they sold, the family house, she's got money. But it's not going to last very long. You know what I'm saying?
I think she kept that house.
Yeah, she kept the house. She kept the house in Florida. Then she wants to sell she was going to sell the bus, but she decided not to. So she doesn't really have a job, and the gravy train is Nomadic Fanatic. That's who the gravy train is for her, the Nomadic Fanatic.
Well, the YouTube gravy train is over because there's something really weird going on with YouTube right now. My feed is all kinds of stuff that has nothing to do with anything that I've ever clicked on before, and it's weird stuff. It'll be somebody that's live streaming, but they have 20 subscribers, and if I click on it, I'm the only person in the live stream.
Yeah, they're
or it'll be weird videos that are 10 years old,
yep,
and they have 200 views. They must have flipped some kind of switch on the algorithm or something, because I'm getting weird stuff.
Yeah.
And the channels that I subscribe to, I only see them if I click the subscription button.
Correct.
Otherwise, what's in my feed, it's some stuff that it used to show me, but it's otherwise it's really just bizarre.
Well, they try.
There was a video the other day, and it was a guy that was walking around in the woods with a fishing pole, and he was talking about how a construction company was doing eminent domain on some of their land. And I'm why is this recommended? Now, did I click on it and watch it? Yes. So they got me, right?
Right.
With the algorithm, they got me. I don't know why I clicked on it and watched it, but I'm why the hell is this in my feed? I don't search for eminent domain fishing in the woods videos.
Right. No, I totally agree. Well, what they do is they push out these smaller channels to get them hooked to make more videos. And that's what they're doing, but they're paying money. It's coming up in this channel. They're paying for the short form ones right now. That's why a lot of these YouTubers are pissed and moaning, because the money's not there anymore for the long form. They're not there anymore. They're pushing out shorts, and the money's not there.
Oh
anymore.
yeah,
the money's not there anymore.
I think I saw something about that where somebody was for a short. If you get 5,000 watches on the short, it pays the same or more than 2,000 views.
So people are getting pissed because the money's not there anymore. And when TikTok came out, they were people. I think YouTube. Let's say, tell me and you, we work for YouTube. They were stealing people's content, and they put it in a roll on their channel. They would just put these from TikTok, 15-second. There was a guy who did a very good article. They call him the Bothering. I can't remember the hell he's called, but he talked about it that people are stealing people's other stuff and putting it up on shorts. So I would steal BlindViews stuff, right? And I'd put it up on my thing, or Sarasota Tim, or whatever. If it's the 15-second of fair use, that's what always pisses me off. Is 15-second. They always use Back in Black every Black Friday. They use it for AC/DC. They use the 15 seconds. I've told that to Sue Ellen. I go 15 seconds, and that's why the TikTok is 15 seconds, and that's what they use for a hook. So people were stealing. Call Me Chris. I love Call Me Chris. She's a sweetheart. When it first came out on YouTube, she even talked about it. She's now doing reaction videos because people were stealing her shorts all the time. And there's another young lady out there I like too as well. She was doing creative things, and people were stealing her stuff and putting them on shorts, just stealing them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the 50. You can't do anything about it because it's fair use.
Well, and because TikTok was headquartered outside, it was hard to get legal.
Correct.
If they were stealing your videos, it'd be very hard for you to get it removed legally.
Correct. So YouTube is going to the short stuff, and people of the Huss and other people out there, if it's Carolyn RV, any of the people who do long form carpetbagger who just does these 55-minute podcasts and these videos. The same thing with Daily Woo. You know, it's not paying like they used to anymore. I mean, they just don't. And Carpetbagger, he's subsidized by his people. People give him money all the time. They feel sorry for shucks. You know, they all feel sorry for the local troll. You know, the local running.
Pie hat.
Yeah, he's just the guy. He got in some kid's ride in some mall one day, and he couldn't get in it because it was too big. So he shows the video of the roller coaster on his thing. He just doesn't get it. He's trying to. And then when he eats, he opens his mouth and shoves it in there and shakes his head. I eat on camera to piss people off. I mean, but he loves to eat on camera with that big, stupid look on his face. And Jenny has been homesick for the last month. Where's he been? On the road. You know what I'm saying? Why she's homesick. You know, it's like, you know, it blows me away. She's at home, Jenny Penny, and he's running around making videos. You know, she's the housekeeper. That's why I told somebody when he got snipped about 2 months ago, that told me he didn't want to knock her up like a cheerleader. You know, that's why he got snipped. Mm-hmm. He had to do a video on that. You know, that he went and he got snipped. You know, so. But Jenny knew what she signed up for. She's a fangirl, but she's gonna find out in the long haul. You're just a housekeeper. All you're doing is taking care of the house. You do his mailing for all his stuff he does. That's why his wife divorced him, because he was home 1 year. He was home 7 days. 1 full year, he was home 7 days. 7 days. So can you imagine that? From town to town to town to town to town to town. You video, you edit, you put it up, you go sleep in your car, you drive to your next destination, you video. That's all he's just. But people give him money on it. What do they call that? Patreon. People give him. He makes like $50,000 a year on Patreon, give or take. He makes a lot of money on Patreon. People love to give him money because they feel sorry for him. But,
well, buddy, I gotta go.
Well, I appreciate you coming.
Night to clean the toilets at the group home.
All right, I appreciate you coming on. We'll. This phone's pissing me off. I'm gonna have to go take care of that problem. God bastards. Anyways, I appreciate you coming on the show.
All right, have a good one.
All right, there he goes. So, anyways, it's always good to have KC come on, but it is disappointing. This phone pisses me off to no end. I'm gonna go back there and say, hey man, it was still doing it, man, when I plugged it in, and it's like, did you replace what you're supposed to replace? This thing right here? I mean, how can you charge me $375 for something it didn't fix? But anyways, Nomadic Fanatic, he's running around. He's gonna go down to Texas. And he's going to cruise, and he's going to go see his parents. Good thing for Thanksgiving. And he's going to go back to Quartzsite, hang out. He bought land up there. I get it, you know, and good old BlindViews. That's the way he hears it, pissing him on about it. It's like, you know, I get it, man. You know, it'd be great to run around, but I think I would. If I'm going to run around, I'm going to pay the nickel because I have the money to a nice campground. I get Cortez me for like a couple days, but if I'm traveling around, I'm going to spend the nickel because I have the money to do it at a nice campsite and relax and, you know, get my bike. And I'm a public golf course whore. I love to play public golf courses. It's a lot of fun. And whatever else, but I don't know. But Nomadic Fanatic is going to run around. He's going to cruise on Cortez, and your buddy BlindViews will be hanging out. Let me see if I can get hold of Carl real quick. I'm heading down the road here.
Hello.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the show.
What's going on?
Not much. That's a problem with
Tim
phoning.
play with this motorcycle helmet.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm watching Tim play with this motorcycle helmet.
Okay. So
on a nice shiny little blue.
What's going on with your boy Sarasota Tim?
He's playing with this motorcycle helmet, putting on a little shiny blue face shield. He can't do it.
Jesus Christ.
This isn't it yet.
I had KCGrits on. We're having some fun at your expense, having some fun. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we always
I love it.
talk about the white knighting and stuff, about me making a World War II reference to for drama. It's like, with my girlfriend who's been
Everything's World War II with you.
of course, because that's part of history. Without World War II, we didn't storm the beaches. You're not speaking English. You better know that. I hope you know that.
No, I know that, but everything's not as serious. In World War II, we could have been speaking German.
I don't understand that. My point is,
it could have been pretty serious. So a lot of this shit we talk about is just stupid.
my point. I'm just trying to get people to understand what's going on with Squarebait, and everything else going on with BlindViews. The brown shirts, so. Hauling up the tanks, man. It's all.
I unsubscribed to him, but I still get him in my feed.
Yeah, you get him. He did like.
He's just crying about Tater. I know. Wah. He's so jealous.
I just said that with what's his name? He is. I mean, I saw the video. I think I listened to all three of them. I think I kind of in the background, but he's bitching about. And I think I talked to you about the wires behind him. And I told you that, remember the phone call? And he made a comment on that. And I talked to Mark. Mark says he'll put it up. I said, no, he won't. He's going to leave it. That should have been done a long time ago. It's hanging down below behind the wires. And I get it, man. It's again, if you go watch Wonder Hussy, she did a really good job she talked to a guy from, he's got his own bus. And it's a very organized bus. He's got 2 refrigerators in there. It's propane. And it's just him and his dog. It's a very nice bus. It's not a pusher, but it's a nice bus. She did a really good. If you want to go listen to it, she did a nice job with the guy. Interviewed him and talked to him. He's not, but him and his dog. You know what I'm saying? But it's a nice bus. But he's just like I before. He's jealous of Tater, that he wants to be down at Cortez. He's the we always call YouTube police. He's a RV police. That's what he is. He's the RV. He's the group home leader of Nomadic Fanatic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems like they got quite a bit of rain, and it greened up a bit down there. Because I was watching Mark's video, and everything looked a lot greener. Because he said they got like a bunch of rain.
Yep. Yeah, they got some rain in Las Vegas. I saw that on the YouTube the other day. They got some bunch of rain in Vegas, so it could be a rainy season this time of year. It could get poured on down there. When it pours, because the water's got nowhere to go. So.
Yeah, it washes all those homeless people out that try to live in those drain ditches in Vegas.
Oh God, yeah. Well, now that they've got what is it? They've got what is it they've been doing? The racing. They moved all the homeless people out underneath there. So they've done that in Vegas. They have the stupid the car race, which is ruined. You were there. Did you see all the stuff they did for Vegas for all the Formula One? When you were in Vegas, you saw them, didn't you? All those Formula One behaviors they had there. Did you see all that stuff there? And
they want to make it, the race is through the city, but they want to make it to where you can't see the race unless you play.
Yeah, just BS. That's just dumb, because it blocks the Bellagio, and the Huss talked about this, and somebody else talked about this too after she talked about it. And I heard somebody say that the bottom line with the people that come for this are from overseas. They don't tip. So she was talking about it in a video. She has a lot of girlfriends that still work in Vegas, and she said, she did a video on where I saw her walking down the strip doing her video. I happened to see her, and she did a really good video on swallowing up, F1 swallowing up Las Vegas, and she did a good video, and someone else did, and another guy talked about it. She goes, they said it's just strangling Vegas, and they don't tip the waitresses when they come in. They don't. And it's just ruining Vegas because it's about the experience, and no one cares about the F1. No one cares, and the clientele coming in don't care about the working class. They don't care. They don't tip anybody. So,
yeah.
But I spent $375 on my phone to get it fixed, and it's still. And I called the guy on the show, and I'm going to go back down and say, "Hey, man, you said you fixed it, and I'm still having a problem with trying to get a phone call on this son of a bitch." So
that's not good.
Yeah, but come on, man. You said you're gonna fix it. I go back over and say, man, you plug in the phone, and all of a sudden, it's like come on, dude. You put a thing on there, everything else, and it's I plug it in. It says it's. I told him, I said, whatever, man. I just hope it, but he didn't do it, and I don't feel like getting another phone. I don't want to do another phone. I don't want to go get a phone, get it all set up. Have to.
Yeah, Beef Stew said I had to back off because you're his boy now.
Yeah, I love that. Well, it is funny to listen to your girlfriend. What's her name? Squirrel Bait down there fighting with Mark. She has a hard on for Marky. She has a hard on for Mark.
Who does?
Squirrel Bait, my girlfriend, baby girl. She's
yeah, they go at each other.
Yeah, well, she does because he was in part of the group, I think, in the part of the group, and then he kind of turned on BlindViews, so that just. Again, I'll do the World War II. He was a general. He was in that captain in that whole thing there with Rommel, and all of a sudden he turned. He was the old Valkyrie behavior. Like it or not, I'll refer to that. But that's the way I look at it.
Well, and he started talking about her in a very non-flattering manner.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what he wants to do. Guess what? If you want to be unflat about people, it goes both ways. I don't care who you are. If it's thick and rich, if you want to rip on people, you're going to get it both ways. Okay, I'm not.
I know. Just like you and KC ripping on me. I can't wait to hear.
Well, it's not that. But we just make it kind of funny about the World War II. The one you did on me after the White Knight video, and that if you know about drama, Cowpote will refer to World War II. So.
He'll explain it in World War II.
Yeah, so he just kind of
analogies.
So it was just kind of funny. No, I thought KCGrits, he likes you. He just kind of gives you shit. He just gives you some shit, and you can handle. You're a grown ass man. So I've called you out in videos.
My favorite was go ahead and call Carl. He's probably unemployed already.
See, you have thick skin. If you're going to be in the pissing and moaning community that we are right now, you better learn to take it. Because if you can't take it, then get it out of the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been called all kinds of filthy, dirty little names on YouTube, and that's the way she goes.
Well, I've noticed since I've been being less harsh at people, I've been getting less and less bad luck.
Right.
So I'm trying not to diss into somebody unless they really deserve it.
Right. Oh well, the way she is. So what is Sarasota in the motorcycle? Because BlindViews tried to claim he doesn't watch Sarasota. He said like 3 times, but then he said he listens to Morning. He said in the video when the meet and greet. So he was.
He may not be watching him. Because he's really boring, and there's really nothing going on.
Right.
And the stuff he talks about, I don't think he is watching.
Because I go look at his titles like every couple days. Sarasota Tim. It's just the same. He always has his morning chats and his fire chats, and then I saw a title that he did my best cup of coffee at McDonald's or something. So whatever.
Yeah, I know. Like me and you on our work, we're just driving around and we can listen to stuff.
Correct.
And so I just listen to him. If I didn't have the time where I could just listen, I wouldn't be watching them either.
Correct. Well, I listened to a World War II one today about when the Soviet Union had a chance to take out Hitler, but they ran out of gas to get there. He was on his plane on some landing. They didn't know it was Hitler, but they ran out of gas to get to where they need to go to. And it was a very interesting 30-minute video about how they had a chance and how he was lucky about. They talked about Valkyrie, about how they had chances to try to kill him, but they kept things would get lucky for Hitler. He'd leave the room and something would happen. So it was a very good video to listen to. I don't need to see what they're talking about, but they broke down how the Soviet Union had a chance to end the war a year before. Because he had landed his plane somewhere, and they were trying to get up to the plane, and they couldn't get there because they ran out of gas.
Yeah, and usually when you're watching that show, they're just showing you stock photos, stock pictures and stuff. You don't really need to watch.
Right, and the guy does really good on history of World War II, and he does like 30 minutes. And the other guy I like too as well, I can't remember his name is. He's a very good historian on Germany and World War II, and does good history about. He'll do like little battles and stuff, and he'll talk about because it's a very important thing in our life. People don't. I mean, you give me shit, but people just don't realize what World War II is all about, and then we just continue to screw around with the forgotten war and Vietnam War, and just, sacrificing men and women for what? I mean, the last...
No, I mean, the thing I'm giving you shit about is you're like elevating their shit higher than what it is.
I understand, but I want people to understand...
Because that was serious shit, and the stuff we're involved in is just nonsense.
I'm just trying to, because of his behavior, loving the hunch, man. It's up on the hill, man. So I'm just, because he even said I'll fire up the ovens when I told him he was a brown shirts, they're gathering all around there talking about it. So he's a brown shirt, loving the hunch and the big beautiful bill, And
I think they got money from that house, so he's not really under a lot of pressure to make any money.
Correct. Well,
he's just kind of doing what works. Phoning it in to get his check.
Yep.
Like I thought about doing. I haven't made a video for a couple of days, but I'm just not in the mood.
Right.
And I could phone one in to get another $5, but why bother?
Right. I understand.
It's more fun to do it like that one where I came off against you with the World War II stuff. Mm-hmm. It's more fun to be feeling something and make a video than to just phone one in.
Well, just like when I do my audios, I have to feel something to talk about before I do it. You just don't do an audio just to do an audio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta. It isn't like my NFL show. It's week 12. I do my picks. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something that I want to talk about. But
but like Timmy, he got that orange phone. So if you have that orange phone, everybody that sees it knows that you have the 17.
Right.
So he had to get a clear glass phone holder so the orange part of his phone shows through when he walks around.
Oh, God.
So he can show everybody else that he has a 17.
Yeah, there's a big.
Who the fuck cares?
Who cares? The iPhone. I've never really cared about the iPhones. I've never really cared, about this, about that. I have my Samsung. It was just fine. So.
But he's all about trying to impress other people that don't even know him.
Right. Exactly. Well, the best one when I think you talked about it, and someone put the video, but he was talking to those kids at the store. It's like, who in the hell does that? Tells a girl she has beautiful eyes. Who says that? I mean, I remember someone put the video up somewhere. I'm like, really? What a weirdo! That you're on the Sarasota Tim channel. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. The only thing where I see that is like when you're at Christmas dinner, and it's like your niece or your nephew or something. Because like the old ladies at Christmas dinner would tell me I'm a good-looking boy or something like that.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. No, absolutely.
But that's family. That's not. But yeah, you wouldn't do that to someone you don't even know.
Hell no. I was just like, really? That was the most bizarre thing in the world, but
it was pretty bad.
I'm like, I just happened to see that, but someone put it up. I'm like, okay, let's be, because he's all like, hey, and then the one kid kind of looks over at him like, who in the hell are you? Some kid looked over at him, and the one kid looked at him like, who in the hell are you?
Yeah.
Like, you weirdo, man. I get it. I talk to a lot of people in public, but I also know my limits. So I don't just tell some girl I don't know, you have beautiful eyes. But he thinks he's a celebrity. That's the problem. He thinks if you're on his channel, you're going to be, she's going to get recognized, and all of a sudden she'll be a model. That's what I get you want to think highly of yourself, but he thinks he's this 10,000 viewing person, that he gets 10,000 views per video, and he's making all this money, and Sarasota Tim rules YouTube, and he's so great, and like I said, he's a great con man. He belongs in a movie. Called him. He'd be the car salesman. He'd be a character that would do your effing for you. He only belongs. He needs to be doing. He needs to be what do they call those? Telemarketer. That's what he needs to be, is a telemarketer.
No, he wouldn't like it.
Well, no, but he's very good at being. He doesn't care what he says. He just doesn't care. Or he could recruit for what do I want to call what the hell is that place called? Amway. He should do a Sarasota Tim recruit for Amway, because he's very good at that. He'd be very good at talking to people in public. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you have to be, to walk up to people and say, hey, you seem like a really good person. And they've done that many, many times. When you go to like coffee shops, that's the first thing they hit you up on. If you give them eye contact, I've been hit up by every, like 3 or 4 times a year when I go to like a coffee shop, and I'll sit down, I'll just nod at somebody and, hey man, you want? And it's like, listen,
He should be like a maitre d' at a fancy restaurant.
Whatever it would be, he'd be perfect for it, because he
would just bullshit.
Yeah.
And he would just give you a vain compliment.
And I would hire him to do that. He would be my guy up front, coming in, how you doing? That's what he needs to do. He'd also be a very good shuttle driver at one of the hotels in his area, because he would be able to tell people about the area. You know what I mean? He'd be a great bullshitter. So he'd be driving for Embassy Suites. You know what I'm saying? People at the airport. That's what he'd be good at doing. Working for Embassy Suites, someone in his area. Driving the shuttle. You know what I'm saying? Hey, welcome to Florida. My name is Sarah. So my name is Tim. He got and hand out a little piece of paper where to go and smoosh people and make them. It's a talent. He's wasn't he a food person? Didn't he hand food out to people at places?
Yeah, he was perfect at that.
But he also, the one he should be doing, I see him at Costco, the knife salesman. I called on one time. Where you sell knives at Costco. That one you can make good money at. I would call the lady for fun during my show. You can make damn good money. So that's what, I get it, man. He's a very outgoing guy. And I'm not trying to make us use the guy, but he's very outgoing.
Yeah, there was some dude in New York, Central Park, that would sell...
You told about that, yep.
Potato peelers.
Yep.
Imported from Germany, and he would show you why it's such a special peeler to peel your potatoes and shit.
Yeah.
And since it didn't cost that much, and you liked his spiel, he sold tons of them.
Yep, I think,
and he made a ton of money.
Yep. If you go there was a guy at the state fair, and he was probably maybe dead by now. It was maybe 15 years ago, because Vermont's been gone a while. And he was it was the same kind of thing, a peeler. It was a peeler thing. And he was selling that stuff. Same thing at the state fair, and he was very good at what he did. And I think I bought one because he did a good job at it. My mother-in-law used it because she loved it.
He's got a good pitch. I get this from a special place in Germany. You'd never be able to find it. So if you don't, you get the FOMO. So if you don't buy it right now,
Yep.
You're never going to be able to buy this potato peeler.
Correct.
It's the best potato peeler you're ever going to find.
Yeah, he would be like you said, he'd be the best maitre d', or he'd be driving a shuttle for Embassy Suites.
And then he'd tell you all the stories about the potato peeler and the family that makes it and stuff.
Correct.
So then you're having Christmas dinner and you're telling all your family about this potato peeler.
But he'd be also a very good used car salesman. I think he'd be epic at that. He'd be very good at that. You know what I'm saying? To be a car salesman, to sell used cars.
Because everything's the best.
Yeah,
he'd
be best at that. So I get it, man. The guy's very creative, but
he's fun to watch. Is what not to do in your retirement.
Correct. It's. I don't get it, but anyways, I don't know. I just
he's kind of the Gilligan's Island of retirement.
Mm-hmm.
every time you think he might wise up and start making some good decisions, he doesn't. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't. He'll never get off the island.
Right. Oh well, I don't know. What are you going to do? It's Timmy. Anyways, my friend, I'm going to cut your loose. Anything else you want to talk about?
And what are we having for dinner tonight?
I think it's pork chops tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, pork chops. Because last night, when we got the phone fixed, we had our potluck, and it was a big meal. So we went down to the restaurant. We had split a club sandwich, which is really good. Then we split a big bowl of chicken wild soup. So we went out to eat. We usually don't, but the other one was, I had a big meal for lunch, so we went down there and we had the time of our lives. So went and got the phone fixed, which obviously isn't fixed. So
yeah. Oh yeah, it's Thirsty Friday today.
He'll be live tonight, crying. I'm gonna put BlindViews crying or cries. So
yeah, he's
complains.
On his thumbnail, he had like some woman.
Yeah.
Something about everything's crappy or something. I don't remember.
He might complain about us. I have no idea, but I know that the Rommel. I mean, I guarantee he spoke to Rommel about us. I guarantee it. When she did the AI, I guarantee it. And he comes and looks at my comments, and she's arguing with him. And I guess that I guarantee that pisses him off. The leader of the brown shirts. That pisses that she's in there talking to us, because that just keeps the video relevant. So
I wonder if he'll wear a T-shirt tonight, or if he'll go back to his wife beater shirts.
And then then you can listen to play guitar at the end. That's always, I look forward to that. I kind of scanned through the last one. I can listen to the whole thing because that stupid laugh he does and giggles and cackles, and then he just kind of, whatever he does there. So it's like, okay, I don't, whatever it may be. So I don't know.
All right. Well, that's what I'm talking about tomorrow.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Oh, there he goes. I always appreciate him coming on the show. So yeah, I do, Carl. I like to do World War II. That's right. That's what I like to do. Let me see me call this guy. Let me see. I'm going to call him right now. Let's see if he can answer the phone. Well, you better answer the phone. I just talked to you, young ass.
Hi, how are you, sir?
Hello, how you doing? My name is. I came in yesterday with my phone, and you
Yes,
took,
sir.
and it's still doing it. It still does moisture's in there, and it's come see, come saw. It works. It doesn't want to work, so it's still doing what you allegedly fixed out there at Edenport Center.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna be check it for you. No problem. He's gonna be check it for you. There's no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back, and we're gonna see what you could, because it's that problem.
Yeah, you call for someone. It's problem for is loud. No what?
Okay, can I come by tonight or not?
Okay.
I'll come by tonight. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
I couldn't understand anything he says. I couldn't understand a thing he says. But it pisses me off that we're dealing with this behavior. It just irritates me all to hell. Anyways. $375 later, it didn't get fixed. And you heard the beginning. It's working now, but I shouldn't have to go back and forth. So anyways, and I know Carl, World War II and 1 and 2, we saw on the beaches, snapbacks on Free the Jews. We had forgotten war, whatever the hell that was all about. What do they call it? A police action. And then Vietnam, which is skirmishes. 58,000 plus men and women lost their life for what? The longest war in Afghanistan. They all hate us. They all want to come here. Okay? Men, women, blue. Like cop call crackhead. We're speaking English because we did what we had to do. And Rommel was wrong, but they couldn't pull him up, the tanks, because he was asleep in Berlin. These brave men and women are the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Maritime Coast Guard. They're in and out uniform. Thank you so much for serving this country. I'll do nothing at all. I appreciate it. All you guys do out there. And you are your choices in life. Make good choices and you'll be in good places. Don't call me from jail, my dad always told me. You are your choices in life. You're only two men having sex. I get it. Consensual. You can't watch two women. Not a very Christian thing to be doing. Okay? Crowleys, but I get it. It's gay sex. It's you spanking your monkey with two women. But Parody, Squirrel Bait, she's traveling right along. Hopefully she doesn't drink and drive either than she would. Call my baby girl. Little Parody. She'll be in there with the brown shirts tonight. But I think wine would be wine's a little bit of complains or cries. I guess cries. BlindViews cries. Squirrel Bait trolls. Nomadic Fanatic travels. Anyways, but don't drink it. Call some emergency. Pick up the phone. Okay, that's all we're asking. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody out there, right? It's a beautiful day to be alive here on the 20th day of November 2025 in Fear-mongering Radio. We spread fear and cheer throughout the world. We always appreciate people that come to the audios on the video platform, and we thank everybody. Okay, all the trolling going on, especially Squirrel Bait triggered. Pissing and moaning. We always love baby girl. Call the show. Hold on, get this phone fixed. If I get a new phone, I'm really pissed. I'm really, really mad if I got to get a new phone. I really get pissed just because this stupid thing won't work. It irritates me all to hell. It is what it is. It shouldn't be that tough. He said he'd fix it, and he didn't fix it. Okay? All right? I don't understand why, but I couldn't understand a thing the guy said. We'll see what happens. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. We'll see what happens, man. With the Jeffrey Epstein behavior, man. Well, they'll get it all out, man, just enough, man. Guaranteed there'll be a whole bunch of stuff, man. Yeah, I didn't do anything to those young ladies either as well, man. Yahoo! You guys can all kiss my ass, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Tonight we're gonna have the time of our lives, man. Yahoo! You guys all behave yourselves. It's Bill Clinton, man. I didn't smoke my marijuana too. I didn't inhale and divine what is mean, especially you, Carl, Nomad, man. Hell yeah, Carl and KCGrits, thanks for calling the show, man. Yahoo! Because I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky, alright? Yahoo! Alright, everybody out there. Alright, man. Ladies and gentlemen. We are out of here, man. Ciao.